Oh well. I tried. I tried to do a YouTube specific intro and it just didn't work. Oh well. Fail, Fay. As I sometimes call my dogs, my failings. Well, I am a failing myself today. And last night, which is why I'm live on YouTube today. Because I made it about 80% of the way through my stream last night, where I realized this stinking little thing on my I can't even get to it. On my headset, it's the kind where it's got a USB plug, but then it's got a 3.5 millimeter that plugs into like a little box so that you can pull it out and use it as a 3.5 millimeter plug. It was pulled out like that much, so the sound still came through the headset, but the mic wasn't picking up. So nobody could hear me. It was so fun, and it was a great stream too, which is why I hate to just lose it. So I unpublished the VOD on Twitch because it's useless. But I refuse. I refuse to let my stream be useless. So we're going to go over it again. I apologize because it won't be as it won't be the original. It won't be off the cuff as it is supposed to be. But this is what we got. This is what we got to work with. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna start with one of my own articles. I know it's unusual. I don't usually do my own stuff. I just realized I can make this a bit bigger. There we go. I don't usually do that, but try. All right. So I've seen so much stuff about GTA Trilogy, so much bitching, and I actually have further rant that I didn't do last night that I'm gonna do today. But I'm gonna get through my original article first, and then I'll add my secondary rant that came from today. The original Faye rant. What has Rockstar not messed up? Let me tell you. A tale of a game, which I was hyped, but I was too broke to buy it. A tale of being saved by my own poverty because this game's saga is insane. To begin, Take Two started out filing DMCAs against the modders. They started this way back in July. Actually, probably even before then, but the source that I found started in July. And they continued to file these, and I actually, if you watch tonight's news on Twitch, they're still filing them. There's new ones today. So they did this well in advance. Be sure that they had the definitive, only source of product. And then to make it even more definitive, they pulled their own original games. Your only source of San Andreas nostalgia is to go to the remaster, not the true original. What? Oh, it's my own braid is bugging me. Okay. Now that the way was clear, all they had to do was whip up their own improved graphics, and away they go. Easy peasy, right? Au contraire, mon cher. That's far too difficult. They must muck it up. So, I think most everybody has seen this image. Why is it doing that? Anyway, yeah, everybody's seen it. Personally, I honestly like the original the best. I know I'm a weirdo, but I just. Obviously, the graphics are not the best. Okay, like, the modders did the best job with the shirt, no questions asked. Obviously, this has more detail and more pixels and all that good stuff. But if we're not talking pixels, if we're talking pretty, I like her lips. I like her cute little nose. I like the fact that it actually looks like she has eye makeup on. Whereas this is a much more hard looking woman in a sense. I think a little bit more masculine looking woman. But at least you can still tell it's a woman. Whereas you got this alien creature here, and I mean, plenty of other people have covered this, so I don't need to. But yeah. And then you get this rain nonsense, which plenty of other people have covered, but how the hell do you play through that? You don't. You can't. That is not rain. That is RNG. This is having a good time up in the sky. Or there's cows in the sky. And yeah, one of the two. Alright, so from the milk rain that gives you motion sickness to graphical bugs with terrifying results and a complete lack of draw distance fog, It is definitively less visually appealing than the original. Of course, you can't really compare since the original's gone, and if you're playing on PC, you can't even access your purchase because shortly after launch, the game, along with the entire Rockstar launcher, was taken down. Files were pulled, and now you're left with nothing but an email saying you spent $60 on nothing. It looks like this. Obviously, you get a transaction number right there, but I'm not going to share the person so kindly provided me the screenshots transaction number. But there you go. It's pretty interesting that you can see farther in game than you should, but you can't see your own game and your own owned gamed list. Let's take a look at that silly draw distance. Isn't that ridiculous? You would never be able to see that far in real life. You aren't able to see that far in the old game. It looks stupid, in my opinion. Okay, now, a picture, well, okay, a picture of it, since you can't actually see it in game if you play on PC, which everybody I know does. The game is currently removed because it was released in a development state with files that weren't intended for release, including unlicensed songs, developer notes, and the controversial Hot Coffee minigame that once gave San Andreas its adults only rating. Why it wasn't shut down and patched out with an empty folder so you could at least still appear to own the game, I don't understand. Perhaps somebody with dev experience knows more about it than me can explain why that wasn't possible, but uh, I do understand having to take the game down to rectify the major errors, but I don't understand releasing it in that state to start with, nor their methods of rectification, which basically none. So yeah, here's another picture of those improvements to the models. Yeah. Okay, so what can you do about it? Well, you can contact Rockstar support. Sorry, I didn't make you laugh. It made me laugh too, but it's still an option. A bad one, but it's an option. Obviously, there are. Oh, hi. Hi, Smokes. What you doing? Oh, what? What? Anyway, uh, obviously they're backed up, frazzled, and it's not like they're a shining beacon of easy to deal with at the best of times. And these are far from the best of times. Your next option is something brought to my attention by Reddit user U Metal Gear G of PC Gaming. According to his post and the comments confirming the method works, the website Xsola can get you a refund with your receipt/transaction number from the email. Lastly, you can go for the nuclear option and charge back with your card. This, of course, you will get your account banned. If you do the chargeback, you will get banned. If you do the Xsola method, I don't know. I don't have a confirmation one way or the other as to whether that gets your account banned and you lose access to all your Rockstar games or not. But yeah, if you charge back on your card, you will get it. Anyway, use at your own risk. Now for the pièce de résistance. In the most delicious of Schadenfreude, we get tweet by Thomas Williamson. It's so fun to see players out there really enjoying what we've put together for them. I'm honestly enjoying this unparalleled level of scrutiny on our studio. Today we're celebrating our monumental project launch while we work on updates. Oh, how he must regret that tweet. Oh, we're scrutinizing your studio, alright, and laughing at it. Okay, so that's that's my rant about the game. Now here's my rant about some people's reaction, other people's rants about the game. I've been seeing a ton of posts and YouTube videos lately on places like Reddit about, and you see it every time a game comes out and does badly. I just personally think that the GTA drama is different. Usually, when a game comes out and it's crap, you've usually had some beta footage. You've usually had an early access period of some sort, or a network test, or something. You've had some indication that it may be a buggy mess. Sometimes. Sometimes not, but usually. And then people pre-order, and then they get the game. Sometimes even if it looked good, it's just the influx of players that it can't handle, but sometimes it just is a buggy mess. I mean, let's take you can either go with Fallout 76 or Cyberpunk. Either one are good examples, I would say. And then people bitch that the game sucks, and people are like, well, you shouldn't have pre-ordered. Now, if you're going the route of Fallout 76, that still kind of falls apart because it's still a buggy mess all these years later, but has it been years? I know it's been well over a year. Anywho, just saying. You got the whole people going, don't pre order! And the people going, don't tell me what to do! And in my case, I'm sitting here saying, nobody had any way to know on GTA. They didn't. There was no beta. There was no alpha. There was no early access. There was. There may have been a little bit, but still, like they really didn't do anything. You didn't know that it was bad. And even if still, if you're playing on PC, it's not a matter of dealing with these wonky graphics or bad rain or whatever. You don't have your freaking game. They took your money and you ain't got nothing. You can't play the old game. You can't play the new game. No matter how broken and busted it is, you can't do nothing. You don't even have it in your games list on the launcher. That's not don't pre-order games material. If you're telling somebody, you shouldn't have pre-ordered the game, you need your butt whooped. Like, seriously, pull out a little paddle and just, like, smack yourself because this is not the game. If we're talking Elden Ring, you're telling people not to pre order Elden Ring because it might come out a buggy mess. Okay, fine, whatever. And my other take on it is that if it's your money and you pre order, then it's on you to deal with if it's a buggy mess. That was your risk to take. It's not like, I mean, it's been a while. We all know that this is how it works. More than likely, most titles come out and they're basically still in a development state. It's going to take a patch or two for them to work shit out. And I think honestly that it's at this point, I think a part of it is that they really cannot do real world testing for the amount of gamers that there are in the world anymore, and the number and different types of hardware that there are anymore. Uh, I think is probably a big part of it too. Like there just didn't used to be this much variety in hardware that things had to run on. So I kind of am in the middle of the road as far as giving companies some leeway uh, as far as that goes. But anybody who's griping at anybody over being disappointed about GTA, go smack yourself. Just seriously smack yourself. Okay, next up. Okay, I gotta minimize, not minimize, but I gotta make that smaller. I gotta make this bigger, and then I can get the next link. We're still in GTA world, but now we're going to Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Doomsday Heist. The online event is live. You need to go save Los Santos from certain annihilation in the Doomsday scenario. Double rewards. Here comes the link. I'll let you read more about it. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. For YouTube, I have to actually stay. Oh, I hate this about YouTube. Oh, hang on. My channel. Yeah, because I closed it. Here we are. I closed it because I don't like making my computer run both at the same time, and I don't like watching myself. I closed it because I don't like sound. No. Shush. Alright, here comes the link. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. Next up. Alright, remember I told you Take Two is still suing people? Whoa, 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 wait. That's... Yeah. I think I must have skipped over this one last night. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember covering. Any hootie. So, yep. Removal suggests another GTA remaster may be coming. What? Vanilla save file? Remaster the 3D era Grand Theft Auto games. Those games have now launched, although there have been some problems. Rockstar some problems. What mods were impacted? A total of 3 mods. Uh, Liberty City. And a fan-made remake of GTA Advance, a mod that changes GTA 4, and a GTA 4 save file. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, for whatever reason, I seem to have just skipped that last night or got distracted or something. Who knows? I am harebrained. Alright. Yeah, I just skipped it because here's the next part. Tamriel is running a. Or Tamriel. ESO is running a dungeon event where if you run certain Tamriel dungeons, you can earn bonus loot. Chokethorn, Iceheart, Lord Warden, Night Flame, and Swarm Mother. Alright. Event tickets. All the stuffs. Here comes the link. Find the right spot. There you go. Alrighty. Now, I'm hoping I can keep it together tonight because I got so cracked up on this part last night. Top 17 new sim games. Number 17, Starbase. It looks very interesting for PC. It's a game set in the future where humans are colonizing space. It's an You're just another individual in this MMO space game where everything is up to you and how you play. You mine for resources, explore, trade gear, build up space stations, and combat other players. I'm a little confused as they call it a sim and then they call it an MMO, but whatever. Moving on. Number 16, The Accident. It's for PC also. And you are in these car crash scenarios and you have to figure out how to get everybody out alive. $15 on Steam. Potioncraft Alchemist Simulator. Also for PC. What are you doing, babes? Set in medieval fantasy period, players are a shopkeep that specializes in elixirs. You grow different ingredients or buy them, and then sitting down within the lab, you smash the ingredients, mix them, pour them in a cauldron, and heat it till it's ready to be bottled. Alright, 14, City of Gangsters for PC. City of Gangsters puts players in Chicago during the 20s, and as I said last night, why don't we just put them in there now? Number 13, this is one of the ones that cracked me. A lawn mowing simulator of all things. Because why not? It's for PC and Xbox Success. There's a sim for everything. If you enjoy lawn care, lawn mowing sims for you. Number 12, Hotel Magnate for PC. There's no shortage of sim games, but there are a few unique ones that might pique your interest. For instance, there's Hotel Magnate, a game that puts you in the control of the hotel. Alrighty then. And this is another one that made me lose my shit, a Dyson Sphere program. Something tells me it sucks. It's for PC. It puts players in the future where humanity needs energy to further advance society. More energy is required. I can't. And then Junkyard Simulator, which it's going to come back around at the end of the stream. I actually have it for you in another article because it's in early access. And there can be some oddball sim games out there, and you might not have heard about Junkyard Simulator. It's a game that has flown under the radar, but we're here to shine some light on it. Basically, you're on a junkyard. Number 9, Evil Genius 2. And as I said last night, I'm just going to let this picture speak for itself. It's on pretty much all the platforms. Number 8, Farm Manager 21. Number 7, Gas Station Sim. And it kind of speaks. Number 6, War on the Sea. War on the Sea is a game that throws you into 1942, when war is brewing around the world. However, for this game, your battles are strictly within the waters, and as I said, or actually, no, it was as Smokin said last night. That's great, because my boat doesn't have wheels. Number 5, Car Mechanic Simulator. Again, kind of self-explanatory. Number 4, Farm Sim 22. F1 21. Forza 5. And Microsoft Flight Sim. Kind of figured those ones didn't need a whole lot of introduction. But here's the link. There you go. Alrighty. Don't starve together. Getting an update on the 18th. It says they sure don't make planes of existence like they used to. One teensy little mishap plunged the world of Terraria into rather constant danger and is terrorizing the constant like nothing before. Okay, best 7 survivals. It's also by game ranks, and I'm gonna do another one of these listicle things tonight, but then they're gonna have another one, or not gonna, they have another one, and it's got like 23 games on it. I think it's Adventure Games is the one that had 23. It's just too dang big for one of my news shows, so if you're interested, head over to GameRanks.com to look at that one. But anyway, 2020 was a bit of a bust with the coronavirus health pandemic outbreak. The virus was the reason so many games got pushed back out of 2020, with devs transitioning to work remotely. However, this means that 21 should be a rather filled year for video game releases. In this list, we're going to showcase some of the most anticipated survival titles coming out in 21. Number 7, Chernobylite. In Chernobylite, you are a former employee of the power plant. Set years after the disaster, our protagonist decides to go back. From military, stalkers, and mutated creatures, you'll always need to be on your guard. Number 6, Valheim. Norse-inspired Purgatory. Righty then. Number 5. And this is the one that cracked me up. Bum Simulator. For PC. Bum Simulator is a wacky game. You step into the role of a man who lives on the streets. You need to adapt, survive, and become a living legend, according to the devs. The gameplay is a bit silly, where players are going through a crazy world searching for goods to sell at the pawn shop, gathering gear, making a shelter, using their inner bum powers to defeat their enemies. This could be anything from a mighty burp through alcohol alchemy, or sending your pigeons to attack a target. At the moment, the game is slated to release sometime this year as a Steam Early Access title. And I am so going to go wishlist it, because oh my god. Number 4, Subnautica Below Zero. Subnautica's for me, please. Number 3, Oh Wait, the Survival Series. It's a unique survival game inspired by nature documentaries. You take on the role of a sugar glider who is escaping the storms hitting the open world. Unfortunately, natural disasters have begun to threaten the survival of all living life on the planet. Sounds really cool. Number 2, Undying is creepy AF. We've watched the trailer on stream before, and I am skipping over that creepy AF game. Okay, Green Hell. Green Hell is not a brand new video game. It came out in 2019, but it comes out on the list because it was re-released on PS4 and Xbox One this year. It's a survival psychological thriller. You're stranded in the Amazonian rainforest, and you're trying to not only survive, but find your missing wife. Alrighty then. Okay. Oh, right. Link. Wish to read more about any of those specific games? There you go. Okay. Forza 5. Now, I started to not cover this because it gets into an area that gets into the political sphere, which I kind of try to stay away from, but I'm coming at this from not that. So, we have an article here. It's a thegamer.com article about trans players having an issue with Forza 5 because Forza 5 pulls your name from either Forza 4, your save file, or from the name on your Microsoft account. So, if, say, you're a trans person and you've had your Microsoft account forever and you don't even remember what name is on there and it's your dead name, the game will dead name you. So, that sucks, and I can see how that's really shocking. You're not expecting it, and all of a sudden it's calling you by the wrong name. Yeah, I can understand how that would upset or piss them off. However, my issue with it is I wouldn't want it calling me by my name because if I'm streaming, I don't want it calling me by my real name, even though my real name is common as dirt. but I still don't like to have it out there on the internet. It's not that hard to track down, even though I've been using my internet handle for so long that, like, my Facebook uses my internet. I have a Facebook that's my internet handle, for crying out loud. Like, I'm old and my handle is old. So, but it's still not, like, if a person was determined, they could figure it out. But I don't go by it in real life, hardly. Like, Smoking calls me Faye. Although off the internet, I typically don't call him Smoking, but he still usually calls me Faye. Like, that's more or less my name at this point. But now think about, let's say your kid is you don't have a good gaming computer and your kid uses an internet cafe for most of their gaming needs. You don't want the game calling their name out and, like, putting it on the screen. If Like I said, if you have an unusual name, and I know a few people who have unusual enough names that they definitely wouldn't want that out there, and they do occasionally stream. Yeah, that would be terrible if Forza 5 is just slapping their name on the screen without them knowing it's coming. It was a dumb move. It was unnecessary. I get where they thought that it would be cute. I do think that I do think slamming them, saying that it was bad towards trans is a bit uncalled for, because it seems like they've tried to be really inclusive, like letting you pick pronouns and all that. So I don't think it was an intentionally anti-trans maneuver. So calling it that is a bit dumb. I just think it was a dumb thing to do. So that's my coverage on that. Next up. Ooh, we're into tips and guides. Okay. 10 beginner tips for Shin Megami Tensei 5. If you're just starting out in that, you need some handy tips for Shin Megami Tensei 5. We've got you covered. Shin Megami Tensei 5! I'm sorry. I don't understand why they had to give it such a ridiculously long name. Has just launched on Switch, offering a familiar sequel for any fans of the series. The game follows the protagonist as he finds himself suddenly transported into the future where Tokyo has become a desolate wasteland filled with demons. As you begin your journey to discover what has happened to the world you knew and come to terms with your newfound powers, there's plenty to learn, which is why we've put together a list of some tips to help you get started. Save often, because you can only save when you're at the ley line founts. Always keep some maca on hand. Keep a good stock of items, especially consumables. Recruit the demons whenever you can. I can't. What? Oh, come here. You look at this thing. Come here. Come here. Look at that thing. No, over here. Over there. Look at that weird ass thing. You'd laugh at it too. Yeah, now you see it. Don't bark at me for laughing at that thing. Okay, you can recruit demons in battle by using the talk option during the battle. Once a demon is recruited, they'll join your party and you can use them. That's messed up. Upgrade your party often at leyline founts. And then use these random fast vending machines to restock. Explore every nook and cranny like in every game ever. Take part in the subquests. Focus on weaknesses in battle. Man, there's an exciting tip. Whew. Sorry. And then, death to punctuation! Look out for metame enemies that look like commas. Sorry, I can't help it. This game. I'm in this game. Metama enemies are rare enemies that you'll encounter throughout the game. Sometimes you'll see them on the overworld, or sometimes they'll appear in a battle alongside other enemies. Either way, focus on these first when they appear, as defeating them yields a great deal of XP, as well as rare items. We gotta kill the punctuation, babe. Yeah. Okay, next. Oh, Link. Can't do next, we gotta do Link. There we go. Alrighty. Final Fantasy Housing Guide. Here we go. This one I'm not going to go into so much because Final Fantasy XIV has been around for a while, but if you are just joining it or haven't figured out housing yet, They go through how to buy a free company house, how to buy an apartment, a personal house, and then how to relocate your house once you have it. Here comes the link. There you go. Alright, Heaven's Machine trailer section. Here we go. Sorry. Click. Okay, well, I can say for certain, not for me, pre-orders open November 11th. Okay, Lust for Darkness gameplay. This is VR. Oh yeah, this is another one that's, interesting. Oh, wait, let's back it up and try this out.
I'm just worried, that's all.
I don't know. All feels so unreal. What are those signs? What is this place?
Escape from the basement. Hello, dude. Extremely ineffective candles. What up? I don't have any treats over here. Let me get some? Let me get some? Okay, hang on. Oh, Smokey's outside. Yeah, you really want food. Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, up the side. Okay. Go. Pick a mask, any mask. I like the kitty. Reese. You're on the wrong side, girl. Alright.
Is this some kind of twisted joke?
It's not a joke. Bed with a fucking machine. And I would not pick that up if I were you, but each their own. Time to play. Alright, now this confused the crap out of me last time, but it's gonna switch to a dude Okay, yeah, see, like, it highlights his face, but I still didn't catch on that quickly. So, yeah, you're supposed to catch that that's a guy's hands, but I'm just like, I thought her hands had gotten all twisted up by being tortured or something. Alright, I think that's enough. We've watched more of it last night, but basically, like, he gets a note from her that she's still alive or whatever, so I'm guessing the story goes on, you're supposed to try and find her. But, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, here we go. I'll get you the link in case you want to watch the rest of it. Next up, Gigapocalypse. Second, let me get the video. Selling double! Hope he's got a low deductible. Well, I need a new entry. Rated E for explosive. I like that. Next up. So, I'm still confused by this one. Called Genocide, but every opponent's turn a new character sings. Friday Night Funkin'. So I'm guessing Friday Night Funkin' is actually the name of the game.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm actually going to stop it there because that's all it is. Nothing else happens. I sat through the whole thing last night and was like, okay. But if you do want to listen to more of it, I'll go ahead and give you the link. Because, I mean, it's catchy. I gotta give it that. It's very catchy. Alright, next up we got Little Bug. So it took me a while to pick up that this is a platformer. Super colorful. I can't give this one introduction other than it's called Hop Legs.
Do you have what it takes to save the world? Do you have what it takes to hop? Play as Hoppus, a newly squared wizard's apprentice, trying to save the world, one leg at a time. Embark on a glorious mission to reach the king before it's, something about a prophecy? Conquer harsh terrain and master even the most challenging of climbs. And if you need a helping leg, bring a friend on your epic journey. For better or worse, together you will be unstoppable. That was close. Almost there. Well, if that doesn't work, you can always take out your frustrations on each other in Versus mode. Hop Legs Save the World on Steam and Nintendo Switch.
I'm not saying nothing. You wish to watch again? No, don't take my mouse hand, Smokey. Be a grown up.
Rated everyone 10 and up.
This one just brings people weird. Farm and craft. What did he do to that poor unicorn? I don't even know what he ate. Better run, dragon. They eat everything. I mean, hello. All right, girls. Let's find the next one. Next up is Guilty Gear. It's for a season pass.
There's no way you'll believe me when I say this, but I'm really hoping you guys win. Because I'd like to see you again.
It took me 10 years to find the answer to something. I forgot about it in 2 seconds. That's about it.
I don't care about winning. I'm just here for the pleasure, not the fights. For you, this world is a broad, colorful carpet. But if you pull a single thread from beneath your feet and start to unravel it, you realize in the end that the carpet's just made of one long thread. That thread's necessity. Everything is connected. One may witness an unfathomable sight and call it a miracle, but that's a misnomer. It's all cause and effect. You should never mistake necessity for fate. Humans have the freedom of choice. Come play with me again.
Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't
It looks interesting. I gotta say,
My tongue is my word.
alright, next up.
Never let me disappoint.
Nobody saves the world.
Hi, I'm Daniel, assistant producer and senior QA at Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Josh, a fellow QA person here at Drinkbox.
We're here to show you some gameplay of our action RPG, Nobody Saves the World.
You play as Nobody, who discovers that the evil Calamity has reawakened, just as the ultra-powerful magician Nostramagus has gone missing. You're trying to locate Nostramagus to get his help, but in the meantime you find his wand, which lets you transform into a bunch of different forms.
That's right. As your forms level
Yeah,
up, they unlock new abilities and even more forms, which you can see here. They level up by completing quests, which are these little challenges tailor-made for each form that you do as you go through the game's many dungeons. And let's fast forward a little and take a look at one of those dungeons right now. We're in this
Got
sort
me.
of gritty jail area
me
called
too.
Clank at the moment.
Right, and as you can see here, this game has online co-op. When you're in co-op, the game gets a little harder to compensate for having two players. Daniel is using the rat form, and I'm using the horse. And together we make a pretty mediocre petting zoo.
Oh, a beautiful, mediocre pair of animals. I'll be able to unlock another ability for the rat if I complete one of the rat's quests. And there we go. The rat's ranked up, and I've unlocked a new skill. This is one of my favorite skills in the game, Detonate Poison. The rat is really good at poisoning enemies, and this skill lets me basically blow up any enemies that are poisoned all at once. It's pretty powerful.
So one of the major concepts of Nobody Saves the World is that once you unlock customization, forms can equip abilities from all other forms. This lets you create a lot of really interesting synergies between skills. I'm just gonna go into the menu for a second, and I'm gonna give my horse the ranger's poison tipped ability, which makes all of my attacks apply poison. The horse's gallop ability lets it run around super fast and damage enemies it hits. So I'll be able to poison them really quickly, and then you can detonate even more enemies.
Nice. That's pretty great, but we can make it even better. Like, I can equip Quick Cooldown, which will lower the time it takes to use Detonate Poison again.
Okay, that's more than enough of that. I mean, cool co-op is cool. Here's the link if you want to watch the rest of it. Alrighty. Biogun, the beta trailer.
It's time to get to work, Beck.
Looking good. Next up, Hybrid VR. Can't take my mouse hand, babe.
Action.
November 2021, and I would say Beat Saber leveled up. Yes. Oh, hey, babes. Here. Oh, okay. Up, down, whatever. Next up, Zombie Hell. you start running them over with the car. Yes. Yeesh, damn! So like I said last night, it kind of looks like an even lower budget Fallout 76, but with more zombies. But, well, scorched. Still. Alright. Watch for interesting forms of book holding. Stonks, 9800. Stock market simulator. Huh. Oh, the definitive edition is back in your. Hang on, whoa. Pause. Alright, breaking news. Definitive edition on PC has returned. Is it playable? It is playable! You heard it here first. It's back. Well, I would imagine everybody is probably may still be demanding refunds, but it's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's playable. Oh yeah. But it's still bullshit that it happened. And it is still not right. And they still should have at least, like, I don't know. I still say they should have at least left an empty file or like a placeholder file so that it still showed up in your owned games.
Like, leave it in my inventory. Say unavailable.
Yeah, unavailable for play, you know. Yeah, it not showing up was crazy. Okay, back to Stonks 9800. Alright, have a good trip. Yes, returning to feeding the puppers, by all means. Okay. We're almost to it. We're almost to the magical book holding. Check this out. How does that work? Or actually, I guess it's like that. There we go. How does that work? I gotta figure out my angles. Because to me, it's over here. Close enough. Alright. Next. The Control. I have heard Control is a freaky game, but they're giving it away, and it's getting close to over. Hang on, I gotta get this to quit. Okay. To enter, all you gotta do is comment on this post that I'm getting ready to link you, and then if you win, you go to GOG.com to redeem the game code. Oh, winner! Wait, they've already announced the winner. What? Why? It said it ends Sunday. Well, I'm gonna send this link anyway. Okay, so I commented because what the fuck? Alright, next up. We've got a sale. This one won't do you wrong. I get for trusting Reddit people. Okay, Marmalade Publisher. The publisher Marmalade has a sale up on Steam. So, Jumanji Curse Returns, 20% off. Game of Life 2, Hasbro's Battleship, Cluedo, mystery game, and the Game of Life, half off, under $3. Here comes that a link. Go. Hope this is refresh and see if that clears up on the thing or if I'm actually that fuzzy. Not as bad. Okay, next up. If you want some hilarious and not so expensive stuff to wear for the holiday season that shows your gamer glory, or if you're looking for gifts to give, Cheap Ass Gamer is where you need to be at. They have got some freaking hilarious gamer gear for not horrific prices, unlike IGN. Check this, a Contra Family Christmas t-shirt. $13. Only $13. Where's the Koopa? Also $13. Hey, this stuff is great. Dreaded Holiday. Winter Wonderland. Stuff's great. Seriously great. Here comes the link. Next up, the PS Store has some really good deals going on right now. They have 230 items on sale, including Kakarot, Naruto, Far Cry 5, Battlefront 2, Little Big Planet 3. And that's just on the first page. Oh, Resident Evil 4. We get 10 whole pages full of great deals. That was the wrong clicky. Here we go. Oh good, I'm clearing up. We're not so blurry anymore. Yay! Here. Okay. Next. Alright, this is something I have been working on the side. Since you're on YouTube, you probably already know about this. If you have followed me at all, I have been working on these free wallpapers for Wallpaper Engine. Something I've been having a blast doing and teaching myself to do. And at this point, I would say if you have a game or a picture or whatever and you want it animated for Wallpaper Engine, I would be happy to take commissions for tips. Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to show off some of what I've been doing, so I made me a little bloggy post. These are all free. Now, Wallpaper Engine, you do have to have the program to be able to use the wallpapers, and it is not free. It's under $4. It's $3 something. It's like $3.99. It's on Steam, but it's not expensive. But then you can, all the wallpapers that are built into it are free, and you can use all these ones that I've been releasing for free. So they call it, you have to subscribe to the wallpaper, but all that, you click the button. Anyway, so let me show you these ones. And also, the wallpapers are silent. I just put music on the videos because I didn't be silent. Here we go. I got 3 Warframe ones. 2 or 3. Mr. Gold. Yeah, 3. Mr. Blue. Alright, are we reconnected? Are we good? I sure hope so. OBS says it's reconnected. Yeah, things went haywire there for a second. Alright, we're gonna move on from that. Alright, how about 20 games under $25 instead? Thank RNGBus. I found these while they're still in early access. Here we go. 20 games. Junk Punk. House Builder. Synthetic 2. Iron Rebellion. 6-Star Gate. Anarchy. Usurper. Giants Uprising. Project Mikhail. Steel Crew. Arcade. Fane. Rise of Humanity. Swarm the City. Sands of Vara. By the Aid. See us again? Junkyard Simulator. It's $17. It does look good. I gotta give it that. It does look good. Alright, here's that link. Okay. Now then, continuing on with more gift ideas. How about Genshin gifts? That's good, right? They got Primo gems, a Klee figure, minifigures, plushies, my go-to, acrylic stands, acrylic blocks, and that's it. Okay. Dink-a-dee-dink, dink. Incoming. Delivered. Next up, this I thought so freaking cool. Microsoft is doing the custom controllers and with the rubberized grips again. Come on, where's the video? Here we go. Xbox Design Lab. Let's go. I like my shock blue one that I've got, but yeah, I would definitely love one of those. All right, free game time. So the first one I screwed up. I didn't realize it until it was time for it to play last night, but I have put this one on here before.
Keep Mother hopping. Let's get it.
That Scourge is goo.
Over here. It's gonna get you killed if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah!
This is gonna be fun.
Let's find something to explode. Boom! Oh,
it's pretty hot.
have you ever seen anything so cute?
Time to light the fire under us.
Early evac craft inbound.
Turn it out. We've got company.
Woo! Smoking! Ah! I live for this.
I still think this game is great. I just know my PC won't play it, unfortunately. I wish it would, though. Okay, and the other free game from Steam. Play a card game that dares to be different. Free decisions. full disclosure, I downloaded it. I attempted to play it last night. And I could not figure the damn thing out. Now, I didn't see a tutorial, and maybe it exists and I just didn't see it, so I went straight to trying to play versus the PC. It had a few tips on there to try and tell you stuff, but it was insufficient, let me tell you that. But somebody who's played more card-based online games, I mean, I play the Animation Showdown all the time. I love that game. I've played Hearthstone, but this one is nothing like those two, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but if you want to check it out, feel free. It is free, so there we go. Alright, that is the show. I will be on at 9 on Twitch, same as always. I do have a show for tonight. I am considering dropping weekend shows, though. So that's a thing, and I'll talk more about that on Twitch tonight. I haven't made that decision one way or the other yet. It's just, the news is slow on weekends, and on the one hand, I enjoy the fact that I'm able to find weekend news, when most people seem to kind of not. But on the other, it's more stressful to find weekend news, and I'm doing 7 days a week, and I'm starting to think maybe I should be doing something else a couple days a week. I should maybe give myself a break. I mean, I'd be doing something. I wouldn't be doing nothing entertainment related, but I could probably put some more time into the blog on the weekends. I could probably come up with some... I've been thinking about maybe adding a writing section. Well, I'm not sure yet what I want to write, but I'm thinking I want to write something. Let's see. I've been thinking about doing more articles. I enjoyed the GTA article. I've been wanting to do opinion pieces, but every time I'd start writing them, I couldn't quite feel like I was putting together a cohesive article. This is the first time I've been able to do a definitive points list of, like, bullet points of things. Whereas before I'd feel like I was just getting on too much of a rant and wandering too much and was like, nobody wants to read this crap. Sort of like how I'm doing right now. Anywho. Yeah, I'll be back at 9. I'll get the blog article out as soon as I'm done with this, honestly. Because I didn't have anything, I didn't have a companion for it, so I was kind of like, well, do I do the blog post with the links? But I just didn't do it. But anyway, now that we'll have video, I'll get the blog post up. It'll be up before 9, probably. It should be. It'll be up tonight at some point. And I'll get this live in with it. And then I'll be on at 9 tonight with some news. And then we'll see for the weekend. We'll see. I make no promises. Alright. I don't know if I can put end screens up on this, but, you know, like, get down there, push either the up or down. If you didn't like it, that's okay. Tell me, though. Press those little thumbs and share it if there's somebody you think that needs to know this news, and surprise me with that. Subscribe. Bye, y'all. Love ya.